Two in a row.
Hey yo.
ADHD Sports. I'm gonna come right over the top. You got your Washington mug. That's very brave of you. Bold aesthetic.
I mean, you know what, man? I've had enough cups of coffee out of that thing to. It can be
Could that
good.
be the problem?
It could be good coffee. It can be bad coffee. Maybe. After losing as many games as we have recently, I've worn the same shirt 3 weeks in a row. So now that has to go away. You have to find a different.
Yeah, it's the shirt.
You have to find a different. For sure.
I had
Everybody.
to pull the Cameron Wake jersey out of storage to get the victory.
Yeah, you did. And you really thought.
You tried to convince me Miami was going to win by like 20 points. And I'm
Well,
like,
they should
it
have.
will be a nail-biter to the end. And it was.
That game was so poorly called and executed
So bad.
with 3 minutes to go. And everybody flamed him, McDaniel.
You know, I don't have a problem with the call as much because of what's happened this season in the fourth quarter when they've taken the field goal and tried to have the defense stop. I remember a Chargers game where Jalen Phillips petted Herbert. You know, he was like, I'm going to tackle you. Oh, I missed you. So I get it. I do. You're playing for your job. You're 3-7.
You're playing for your job. You've held the team to 13 points.
You've held him to 13 points, but the be
But
honest,
with
the
no
glue was
timeouts?
coming apart towards the end. They were starting to move the ball.
You do have fourth quarter-itis. We've established that, and they've established that. We've just commented on it since the beginning of the year, as it happens week by week by week. But with 1:36 to go for it. Oh, they got to go 97 yards to score a touchdown. If we score, then we're up 7. And they have to score a touchdown to tie. They have no timeouts left. You kick a field goal, and then you play defense. And if they score a field goal, then you're tied anyway, and you go into overtime. Did you know? You heard the stat. The commentary at that game did not help the NFL. The last time a team went for it tied was 25 years ago. Miami was the second team in 25 years to go for it, and they didn't get it either. The last team. No, it's just.
No, I know, but I don't hate.
I believe in the analytics, and I believe in modern. He's a progressive coach.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't hate the call because if they kick a field goal, and then Washington goes down the field and scores a touchdown, the entire narrative for the entire 2 weeks would be, it was 4th and 1. Why didn't they just go for a touchdown? I would bet everything I have on it that would be the narrative, and I just think they won the game. Yeah, in retrospect, it's like. But they should have been able to score, and then none of us are talking about it. They go for it, they score a touchdown, and then you're like, well, they went for it because they wanted to.
I don't agree with it. From a non-Dolphin lensed.
Not even a Dolphin lens.
Glasses.
It was frustrating in the moment, but I get it because of the way.
And then Achane goes out of bounds. He has to understand. I know he's hyped and he's in the moment, but the game's over. If he stays in bounds, the game's over.
Yeah.
And then the game's over. Now we're already having this conversation. Forget the fact that only 2 teams in 25 years have gone for it on 4th and goal with the game tied, like a jackass, instead of kicking a field goal and having a 3-point lead, and the other team has 1.5 minutes to go down a field with no timeouts.
But you have to understand, at that point, Tua hadn't thrown an interception yet, so it was any second. Any second, it was going to go. They stopped at first down and kicked the field goal to win the game in overtime because I feel like Tua's a ticking time bomb for an interception, so they were just, we got to score right now. We have to score. We have to win right now.
You know who took the Dolphins -3.5? Biological. He's like, yo, man, what do you like? All right, son. Miami's money line. It's -155. It's not -110. So you get less money back, but you don't have to worry about the points. Someone misses an extra point, and now it's a 1-point game, and it's a 2-point win. It's a 1-point win. Take the money line. So he takes the Skins getting 3.5. And he texted me during the game, you have the ball, third and goal. I mean, you were first in goal. It's third and goal, and he's texting, I'm cooked. He's like, I got Washington plus 3.5. They're gonna score a touchdown, and I'm cooked. And I was like, yeah, I can't read the text you're sending me. I'm too busy looking at the MIA/ML ticket that I have. I got a money line Miami ticket.
I have my own that I'm worried about
So
currently.
I'm about to have the game in hand, and he's stressing about the points, and they hold, and then they hold all together.
Well, clearly there was a shift because Dan Quinn taking over play calling made a huge difference.
We still are running out of practice squad team.
You are, but compared to the last couple weeks, they were fired up. They were making tackles.
We're a poor man's Dolphins defense. We get fired up for a half. We can look good for a minute. The defense, and then they gash us. Detroit gashed us. You know, everybody gashes us. We're missing half of our team on the back. We're missing half on the front. Come on, man. Right now, we're slated to have like the 8th pick in the draft as it stands. So let's go draft. I'm excited for the draft.
Let's go draft.
Yeah, week 10, and I'm talking about the draft.
Hey, I should be, but I'm delusional because they've won 2
You
in a
still
row.
have hope, man. It's a Star Wars.
What is it? 2%, I think their
movie.
odds are. I think.
Odds you have.
Don't tell me the odds.
Wins you could.
Never tell me the odds.
Yeah. So football's interesting. No Dolphins this week, so I won't have anything to talk about.
You could talk about how Mark was betting ping pong parlays at 6:52 a.m. as we stood in line. That happened. And I was like, well, so you know that's going to be discussed on the show. He couldn't make it. He can't do the Wednesdays much anymore. But it's like, don't worry, you will be represented for sure.
For
I was
sure.
like, yeah. No, it's only $10. It's $10. I was like, yeah, no, it is $10. I said, tell you what, this is what you can do. I got a new idea. It's going to blow your mind. He's going hard in the paint, trying to chase. It's $10, $20, $40, $100 on 3 teams, 4-team parlays. How about this? How about you give me $20? Hey, man, I'm going to make this play. And you hand me $20, and I'm going to stick it in a jar. And then in 20 minutes after you give me the money, I'm going to walk out and say, oh, man, you hit 2 out of 3. He didn't win. Oh, that's okay. You know, next time. And you keep doing that through the month. And then at the end of the month, I'm going to give you $2,000.
You're gonna go, you won. Here is all your money.
And he laughed like that and said, you know, I would just take that money and bet
Yeah, you
one
would.
penny. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I know you would.
Yeah, that's.
I know you would. If you love people, tell them you love them and get them help.
Oh man, I'm worried
What do
about
I-
him.
You?
All
I live with
joking
them,
aside.
but the light's going to be cut off soon. Like, what are you up
Oh,
to,
shit.
man? Stop. Please stop. He's excited for Black Friday with the Pokemon. We I went into that same store that the guy who looked just like me that got 48 tins on Friday night
Yeah.
went into the same store, and they told the guy in front of the guy who looked like me who went in the second time, oh, you can only have 2. It's 2. It's 2 per person. Per total. You don't get 2 per SKU. It's just 2 per. Yeah, people just come in and they buy everything, and then so Walmart now does, 2, and I'm standing behind the guy who looks like me is standing behind him like, oh man, that sucks, man.
It's
And
gonna be
so I was-
awkward because I have a cart. Or he has a cart full of.
That's what I said. I was like, oh, man, bummer. And he was like, yeah, I know, right? And I was like, I know, dude. Meanwhile, he sees me at this show with 4 cases of it. You son of a bitch.
It's really funny because this morning we took a little trip to a store, and if I had the time, I'm like trying to already in my head to carve out the time just for one more thing. But I think I want to write a screenplay about a movie that's like a dark comedy that's very mafia-esque because you came out of your car and all the little it reminded me of like a 30s they're like, oh hey man, how are you, like, and they're all like looking down, they won't look you in the eye, and you're, you know, we were thinking about going to Barnes and Noble unless you want to go, and you're like, yeah, I'm going. They're like, okay, yeah, you go. Like, it just, you know what I'm saying? It was really funny, and it's like 6 dudes in their mid-20s, and they're like, hey, hey, sorry
Hey,
to step on
hey,
your
Murdoch.
toes, sir.
You know what Mark calls that, and he's spot on because you just mentioned it. So you both have the same thought line. It's Tulsa King for Pokemon.
Oh yeah, that's right. He
It's the
did say
Poke
that.
King. And hey, I'm coming in for my Pokemon. You got
That's gross. Stop
15%.
doing that.
So maybe put the Cadillac converters back in the car. So maybe you put the Phantasmal Flames back in their bin. You know, I'll take the other case and you can have this one, and everybody's happy. We get out of the car. You beat me to the store, and
I went down and actually did the dirty work for you. I
yeah,
saw people
man, that was
coming
good,
out, and I was
good
like,
comms, bro. I didn't hear from you so much. I figured I'd see you. I was like, all right, well, I'll head up there. And being there 10 minutes early on a day like today, but when we got to the store this morning, we get there about 6:50. The opens at 8, so it's an hour, man. You're
oh yeah, when you
committed.
went down this morning, yeah, I was not with you for that.
We're always between 4th and 7th. And on the days that there's going to be something, people know. They know. And even when they don't know, you roll the dice because you don't know. Last week, there was a new set that dropped, and so Target hit. And you had to get in line, though, and good luck with that. This week, we rolled up there, and I did not expect it. Next week is Black Friday. Last week was the big drop. They don't go hard in the paint 2 weeks in a row. They'll dump, and then that next week, there's nothing. That's typically how it is. After a big drop and a lot of inventory in the store, the second week, they don't double
It's hard
down.
to get ready immediately right after a big drop.
So they're dry the week after. We rolled up there, and we were number 12 and 13 at 6:50 in the morning. And I was like, wow, what
that
do they
must
know?
make you think there's going to be a big drop, right?
What is it? How do they? And it was people that we hadn't seen before. So 5 or 6 of the people were new. And when you roll up, it's like the movie Rounders, when everybody recognizes each other when they sit down at the table in Vegas. They're like, you can't share chips. No, it's okay. We all know each other here. You roll up to the line. You're like, what's up, guys? What's up, ladies? And you just say, what up? And they all just give you a nod and say, hey, because they know why you're there and you know why they're there. And they had the good stuff this morning.
You're Vin Diesel, though.
The Barnes & Noble thing, the fact that you saw that, and last week it happened again. You know, the other guy, that it was the Tulsa
But
King.
that guy
it was
threw it out like he was offering it to you, like he has it as it's his. Like, hey, if you want to go over to, like, yeah, no, I am, and you
He's like-
are.
He's like, hey, you know, that guy chases, and he goes to school, the one you're referring to, and he knows what's up. So when he said that to us walking by, hey, you know, you can go to like Barnes & Noble or whatever, you know, if you want. I was like, yeah, that's where we're headed. So we're gonna check it out here. Yeah, man, that sounds good. And I turned back to him, the whole clique, as they part the waters, and we just walk in front of them. It's super Tulsa King. It's
It's too, because we're just having like a regular conversation. Because I'm talking to you about something, and then it's like pause conversation.
Yep.
They kneel down, kiss the ring, and then
we continue to walk.
and then we just keep talking a while.
When we get to the door, guy in front of us was smart. He had his old lady roll up with 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
I respect that. And then divide and conquer. He takes one with him at the store number 2 and sends his wife and,
to the other
kid number 1 down to the other store. So if one has and one doesn't, somebody gets something. This is brilliant. I mean,
No,
I'm not the only one.
No.
But those jits, they're just sitting and they're waiting, hoping to get something. We walk in front of them. They kiss the ring, and I looked back to him, and I was like, "Hey, Venice crushed today, by the way."
I know you did.
Just to push him down an emotional flight of stairs.
Oh,
He's like,
you could feel it. That's what I'm saying. It's why
Right?
it felt so mafia. And he's like, I bet it did. And you're like, oh, it did. Oh,
and he's like, "What
it
was
did.
it? What was there?" And I was like, "The big one." And I make a gesture for the UPC, the new Phantasmal Flames, the $200
Fucking
market price
crazy
box
people.
that I paid 130 for, and he's like, "Oh."
Bananas.
I was like, and I said, "And 2 boosters and 10 sleeves," and the other kid was like, "Of course there was." It's like, "Yeah, man," but maybe they still have them. You know, it's like maybe
There
there's
was a lot. They
you
had a
know,
lot.
Maybe still so there.
Why don't you go ahead and drive an hour south?
They're trying to feel better about not having it. I was like, "Oh no, there was like 18 of them." They had.
No, when we were walking back by, they were talking. When we were leaving, I heard them talking about going to Fruitville.
Yeah.
To the other one.
Yeah.
Because they're
Good
like,
luck with that.
they're desperate.
Oh man, the boom is still the boom. I think the market's softened up. I've watched it soften up for the value of cards because
I think they got too greedy and dropped too many sets this year.
they're printing so much.
Yeah.
I've been out in Walmarts this week as I work, wink, wink, nod, nod, and they're there. They're in the wild. Packs, not. Could you imagine finding a tin like I found, so whatever. There was a couple of those in a store. So I got 4. And then you go to the other store and you get 2. And then maybe you have somebody with you. So now it's 4 and 4. So that's 8 plus 2 is 10. And then you do it again tomorrow. But you just keep rolling through and you take your allowance. But it was there all week. That's my point. On other days and other weeks, well, Walmart just lets you go in and buy everything. So you get some scumbag that goes in and fills the cart. And then no one else gets any. And that's why the prices stay high. And I'm glad that all right.
Don't know what happened there. I apologize.
We got the Buffalo. Look, Buffalo. I got lucky, rather lucky than good in anything. Be good, be lucky rather than good. Monday night's game. I screened. I had a screenshot. I may have sent it to you. I may not have. Of the, I put a little funsy parlay out there. I take Dallas money line. Mark's got the first half because his 8-gauge needle in his arm doesn't even fit anymore. It's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
Jesus.
So he's got Dallas first half, over first half, fourth quarter. He's got. We like to talk, like you and I. We talk about a game. We talk about angles of a game, and who we think is going to do well. Why
Right.
somebody's going to do well. Why Achan's going to do well. Why, and then if we both think that way, like, all right, man, two smart guys have the same premise and same thought. Let's push on that.
Push the money.
And Tyler Lockett was that guy on Monday. The newly acquired, the old Seattle Seahawk, Tyler Lockett.
Okay.
He's now with Vegas. And he looked good his first week with Geno. So he was like the go-to guy. He was it. So the number was 2.5 catches. So you had to have 3 catches to get paid. 2.5's the number.
Here we go.
And I like it. I'm like, oh. And I'm not a big prop guy because someone gets hurt, there's a hammy, there's a hangnail, and then you're doomed. But I like Ty. So I take Lockett. I take the over the yardage, 43.5. I take Ferguson, anytime touchdown. George Pickens, anytime touchdown. Tyler Lockett, and Javonte Williams to score a touchdown. And Javante's minus 195 is the heaviest favorite of all those. So $3 to win $73. So for $3 for a cup of coffee, I can watch a football game for a cost of a beer, less than a beer. I can watch a football game for 3 hours and be interested and be involved with something past the game. Bean, Lockett comes in. Ferguson is the first touchdown. Pickens is the second touchdown. I got 4 of the 5 pieces. And Javonte Williams is running the ball down the field. There's 9 minutes to go. Dallas has the ball on the 15-yard line. And an O lineman shoves a D lineman on the ground for no reason. Like the longest yard. Just acted foolish, shoves the dude on the ground. Personal foul, 15 yards. They had the ball on the 4. So now it's on the 25. And they're looking to just eat clock. And here's my chance, and here's my chance. They run the ball back down, and I'm pressed, and I can't buy the other side. There's no bet for Javonte Williams to not have a touchdown. So I can't hedge the other side because you know how I get down. $3 to win 73, I would have taken 20 or 30 or 40 off the board. All right,
Yeah, oh yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I'll just take that. I won. I was smarter than you tonight, and just give me my money. There was no opportunity for that. They get down there, 3rd down and 2. He gets stuffed. It's 4th down and 2. They're going to kick a field goal. Oh, man, I'm out of gas. They go for it. 4th and 2. Williams is like leading the league in touchdowns. They don't hand it to him. They throw to CeeDee Lamb, who gets past the first yard down, the first yard marker, and drops the ball. Drops the ball like church league. CeeDee Lamb drops
There were
the
a
ball.
bunch of drops this weekend.
Well, that drop cost me an opportunity again, but I was like, oh, gross. So I leave. I send the screenshot to Biological. I was like, 4 out of 5. I hit 80% of my bets. And you don't win? No, sir. That's the lesson. How do you hit the majority of your games and still lose? Well, you deserve to hit the deposit button then. If that's your game, if that's how you're set up. And some people like to do that. I like to count cards. I want to use leverage. I want to use my opportunity. And the way to think about something, that's what I want to do when I play cards. I count cards. I can't help it. I count cards.
Yeah, some people I've read that like they just do. Like it's not even something you're trying to do sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not looking up in the air counting, but you can look. Okay, there's this many face cards in 3 decks, So there's this many red cards in the decks, and you watch them come out. You're like, all right, well that means that I got a 20% chance of seeing a card here in the next. I got a 70% chance. Watching the roulette table or the roulette table, man, it runs red, red, red. For something to happen 4 times in a row, it's 20 to 1. 3 to 1, 6 to 1. 4 to 1, 12 to 1. 5 to 1, 20 to 1. Now, each time they spin it, it's independent on itself, and it starts all over again, as science or stats say in math. But also, it was just red 4 times in a row. So now I put my $5 on black, and it's not black. It's red. Man, that's 6 reds in a row.
So then you put your 5
What's
on
the
black
chance?
again.
Do you know? Ask Google what the odds are of something being heads or tails 7 straight times.
Yeah, I was gonna say, doesn't it?
And now it's 50 to 1.
Always trend back to the.
So you keep the $5. Now it's a $10 bet because I need my $5 back plus my $5 that I want to make. Doesn't happen again. Now it's a $50 bill because 8 times in a row is 120 to 1. It's red again. Now I'm out $125. Here's 500. You just have to keep pushing it out. But there's
I hear MMFP furiously taking notes. Keep pushing in. Keep pushing the money in. You said it.
what you told me to do this. We need to pay the mortgage. I didn't think there was a mortgage.
So what's that for 50,000? How much am I?
He went to Hard Rock the other night.
No.
Yeah. Comes home at 3:30. His poor wife has to work in 5 hours. She's the one that wanted to go. She likes to go hard in the paint too. What up, girl? Hold it down. So, and it was, yeah.
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 Yeah. I was like, don't stop saying those things to me. Why do you like to hurt me? He's like, man, I can see the anxiety in your face. This morning, it was 6:52 a.m. He's like, yeah, $10 for table tennis. I was like, it hurts, doesn't it? I was like, yeah, man, it hurts. Like, I'm visibly upset. Like, you bother me telling me this. Of course it bothers me. 10 to 1 all says I can't quit.
I wish I could. I don't want to monkey's paw that into a real wish, but like having that kind of. I don't even know the right word for it because confidence isn't the right word either. And there is some
stick-to-itiveness, his
yeah.
tenacity.
Yeah, he just and with whatever.
It's
cool.
whatever.
We're just gonna do this crazy thing at 3:00 in the morning. I gotta get up at 6. Whatever. I'll drink an entire bottle of this, and it's just like.
Cool.
And he's got 10+ years on me, age-wise, so it's like.
Yeah, he's been doing it a couple of days to be able to wake up and get after it. He's doing construction right now, laying tile and building out rooms. And
He's insane.
that's you don't have it like that. I used to have it like that. But
So, yeah, he
it's a habit,
Pokemon'd
I
into
guess.
Construction.
you get okay at it, I guess, if you've been doing it a minute. That would turn me sideways. Last week when no, kayfabe it. Kayfabe. So, yeah, I could imagine that a guy that looks like me goes out on any night, and goes hard in the paint, smoking crawn and drinking brandy in a parking lot somewhere. Could you imagine that at 1 o'clock in the morning and then having to wake up at 7 to go to work? Forget it.
We were joking earlier, but he would actually make a good mobster. He's like, you call him up at whatever time, and he's going to do the thing.
You should write a script. We need to write a script for the Pokey King, that Tulsa King mafia thing, and we'll get all those people to play themselves in the movie. They'd be happy.
So that's like a show you could do. That's what I'm saying. Someone needs to take like a dark comedy crack at like a Breaking Bad style show, but have like dark humor throughout the show.
About Pokemon, gritty. I mean, people
like make
taking
it for real, yeah.
like people taking D in the back seat, fogging up back windows and.
What do I got to do to get those packs for 50 cents cheaper?
But it's all based on a true story.
Holy shit, that's funny.
There's new Phantasmal Flames boosters in a front seat. You're getting cranked down in the back seat. Don't hurt the
camera
merch.
does a slow pan out of the face, just looking at the cards because that's all you care
The
about.
windows fog up and you're drawing your favorite Pokemon character. Your
On the
Gengar's in the window.
Little Charizard there.
A foot imprint and
Oh,
Charizard.
God. That's really
That's
funny.
legit. Get to work, man. We're missing out. I don't think that would sell out.
Ooh.
It sure would.
Sports. We don't have a lot of time today, and we got a little.
No, we do have enough time to talk about the Buffalo game, which you should have concern for if you're a Buffalo fan. They cheer for Josh because he's a stud, but then he's been playing football recently like Josh 1.0, throwing the ball all over the place,
Hey, he scored
passing
6
the ball like he's at a
touchdowns.
basketball practice. Did you see that? Falling down on
Everybody's
his
like
ass.
all over. Oh, he threw for, or he scored 6 touchdowns, but didn't he turn the ball over like 3 times too?
Yeah.
He is. He's
Yeah.
he's like first two
It's-
years. Josh
it
Allen.
is. It's 1.0.
He has nobody that's.
Josh Palmer just came back, but they had Shaver in there. They're not really together on offense. They missed Kincaid. Where I find the deficiency is on defense. I mean, Bate can cook. He's playing with one good guy and practice squad dudes. Tez Johnson and other Johnson, they were on the practice squad a couple of weeks ago. So they're just treading water, not having Mike and not Mike Evans and not having Chris Godwin. Once they get those guys back, and Bucky Irving comes back next week. Did you see Barber? Oh my God, the
Yeah,
Sean
the Bucks fans are melting down. I've been reading a lot of forums and Reddits and stuff locally here, and they're like, the season's over, pack it in. Baker sucks, everything's dead. And
They're
it's like,
about to rage again. They're going to get their people back, and it's going to be on. And it'll be just enough time for them to click. It'll take 4 or 5 weeks, and then they're going to rage. They play Carolina, who was fourth quarter monsters of their own right. Bryce Young looks like a Timo Kyle. Oh man, he's bad. He's not great. I like Bryce Young, but he's a little
not
Drew
good.
Brees. He's a little black Drew Brees. He just runs around and they're just different colors. They're the same guy. They're the same dude. And we're all the same people anyway. How dare you?
How
But
dare-
that's who he is. He's literally runs around. He can't see down the field, but he wins a game. The fourth quarter, they pop their cool down. They play Tampa the third to the last week, and then Tampa plays, I think, the Saints or Atlanta, and then it's Carolina again.
those
and
2 games might decide the division.
It's going to decide the division.
Which is crazy because Carolina was so bad at the beginning of the year, and then again a little in the middle.
So I think Tampa is good by then. I really think that they're clicking. They're going to be the team that is the hottest going
Okay.
in. And that's what I'm betting on, literally and figuratively. That's
Well, Buffalo's schedule, they might be in trouble, but they might have enough just on fumes to get.
watching that game against Tampa on Sunday. I left the game. I left watching the game, looked at Mark and said, there's a list of teams that we can write on a piece of paper and scratch out to who is not going to win this year. And you know, I'm a mark for I'm a Josh Allen mark. I like the kid. I think he's the man. I love all the parts of his game. He's been playing like Josh Allen 1.0, which isn't great. And that's part of the reason why I don't like them to win this year. I'm an undercover Buffalo fan.
Ugh, don't tell me that.
I won't say it out loud.
Yeah, don't
But
say
I like Palmer and I like Kincaid and you know that team. I like that team and I like Josh. He smiles and he smirks and he's not a super D-bag, but he loves himself. He likes to win. How do you not like that guy's swag and his game? I know he's in your division, so
And his
I'm not
wife.
asking you to say it out loud. But I can watch that guy play. But watching him play again, them play this last week, are you telling me that you feel comfortable putting money on them to win the
You know
to
what?
win the
Not
championship?
Not necessarily, but do you honestly? Can you look at me and say you have faith in the Broncos because they're the number 1 team in the NFL
I
right
don't
now?
have faith on Buffalo to win the AFC Championship this year. That's what I don't have confidence
Right,
in.
but like I get what you're saying, and I don't disagree. But I mean, like the teams this year in the AFC that are in front of them or where they're at, nobody strikes fear. New England might be the best team.
And it change, the landscape changes every week to week. Indy looked like world beaters and then they pooped the bed.
Yeah, but they're still 8-2.
But they could come out this week and then be world beaters again. You're like, oh yeah, it's just one game. You're allowed to have a clunker. A pitcher goes out there and throws a clunker.
Yeah.
And that happens. He's not feeling the ball. It's just not their night. All right. All right. Puerto Rico style. All right. All right.
Miami's 2.5 games out of the last playoff spot. That is
You- Without
crazy.
setting
Started
hooks
1-6.
and chumming the water, you do have a chance. You're on a win streak. Real talk. A win streak. Not one game, not 2 games.
No, I hate going down those roads because every time I do it, my
You're
heart gets
on the
broken.
road.
But they got
Life is a
they got the Saints
highway.
after a bye week, which
You are going to win this
should
week
be
again.
a win. Then they're 5-7. Then they have the Jets.
After the bye week. Yeah.
Yeah, after the bye week. Then they have the Jets, who are have now benched Fields. So that could be a tougher game.
You keep winning, other teams lose, and now you're in the thick of it. Now you have your hopes. That curdled milk.
Yeah, but there's too many teams in front of us that we've already lost. Like the Chargers, the game that we choked away. That's a huge
I
one.
can speak to the point. I know broken. I am broken. I'm a Redskins fan. I'm broken. You know, you get 1 year and you're looking for things to fall down. You walk into a beautiful palace and you're like, oh, the ceiling's gonna cave in. It's beautiful. It's gonna cave in on me. I'm not used to it looking nice. So you're a Dolphin fan and you have a legit shot at a playoff run here.
No.
You're gonna get one game out and you're gonna walk around like a cat in a room full of rocking chairs.
Man, I'd be happy with right around 500 after the way the season started.
You're no. We're not good enough. No, man, you're in the playoff. No, it's not. It's not right. It's not. Engage Maverick. No, it's not the right time. It's not the right
Now
time.
flash forward to 2
Top
weeks
Gun.
from now when you're like,
Top
how'd
beam.
the Saints win that game?
Tyler Show's first win as a professional.
Holy shit!
Against-
How do you let the Saints score 40 points? Yeah, no, I know.
You're going to give it to them. You're going to be in the playoff hunt. You are in the playoff hunt. You're the best team to
I
own.
just know we're not bottom 10 anymore, and I'm okay right now with that. The way everyone was like, "That's a dumpster fire," and they need to blow the whole thing up and kill everyone and burn the stadium down, and now it's like, should Mike McDaniel keep his job? I hate the media. I really do.
No, they're there just to be the devil and to sell papers, sell clicks.
I hate it.
That's
'Cause
it.
It's like, guys, you couldn't wait. There were reports coming out that he was fired, and then he doesn't. Now it's like the complete opposite. Now let's pull for him since he's not going anywhere, and that doesn't.
I listened to a Michael Strahan interview from a long time ago. He was a
Straminator.
player. What'd you say?
I was just doing a Strahan impression. I shouldn't
Nice.
have. I apologize. Go on. Please continue.
The lady asks him about Discord in the locker room. She was trying to troll him, and he stops and is like, "Look, man, I know why you asked the question. I don't have anything bad to say about my teammates. We just lost a game. We're on a losing streak. We're not excited about it, but you're not going to troll me to make me say something about that player. We're all together. It's not on the offense, it's not on the defense, it's on the whole team. And you're not going to get me to say his name out loud. It's not Plaxico Burress' fault. It's not Eli's fault. It's not my fault. But you trying to make me come out of my mouth and say, oh, it's Plaxico, like we have a problem." He's like, "I know about the Washington. I know about the New York Post. This is what you're doing." He says, "You sell papers like this. You never have anything positive to say. It's all negative, and then you twist people's words around because you want to keep your job." He's like, "You little weasel. I know what you're doing." He was very articulate. He
And then they
didn't
cut
say
that
weasel.
up into Plaxico Burress is a weasel. Like
That's it. But he cut a promo on that. And
that's good. There needs to be more of that.
yeah, who else did that recently? They're like, "Yeah, no, it's don't talk for me. I'll talk for myself." Aaron Rodgers is real quick to let people know because he's a wild dude anyway.
He's
But-
tried to be chill this year.
Trying
He's tried to be.
be.
Is he done? Is his wrist broken?
It's not great. I think there's a fracture. I think it's broken.
Is he gonna try to go out there and play?
It's
anyway?
Rudolph time, baby. The last time he came in, they went on a heater, and Mike was like, "Man, sorry, Pickett, you're hurt." And Rudolph is playing. That was the year they went into the playoffs with Rudolph, and he pulled a poor man's Flacco. He's like,
He
"All
seems
right,"
to hate him,
ball.
but keep him there. Tomlin.
because I love the guy. He's a great coach. All he
No, but
does
I'm
is
saying
win.
Tomlin likes to but with Rudolph, it's kind of like, hey man, I'm never gonna let you start unless I have to, but you're not going anywhere. Like
Here's $8 million a year. You know the system. Take the money. And if stuff happens, it happens.
Best job in the world, backup
It's-
quarterback.
That's when the favorite player on the team from everybody is
the
the backup
fans,
QB.
yep, everyone. That's the guy.
Everybody wants it. Jameis Winston.
Oh, did Mark get that from the interception? Did he blow that parlay up too?
The interception biological text me because he took the Giants money line. He listened to the show and he's like, "Bet I like the Giants. I can take that for $1. You know, he took the Giants, he took the Bears, and he took somebody else. Maybe the Lions.
I'd
No,
bet
it was a
that
4:00 game.
$1.
He takes 3 teams, and the Giants were winning for a minute, dude. They were winning for
Well,
a
they should
minute.
have won at the end if
If it wasn't for
30 and 30 didn't show
the
up.
last play of the game for the Giants was
Dun, da, 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 dun,
Winston
dun,
interception.
da.
And he's like, "Oh man, your bet came through on the last play of the game." And I was like, "Yeah, man, last play, first play, he's got that in his bag." He's a weird dude. I love his weirdness. And Jameis Winston, he's dancing and doing W's. He's just a kooky dude, but
He looks happy.
he looks so happy, and that's what I really like that about him. He embraces who he is. He's an odd duck. He's like, "Cool, man. I do weird stuff, but I'm really happy." So
He
how can you
leans into the crab leg thing, which I think is
really leans into it? Had
really
the crab
funny.
foam person that he was dancing when he heard he got his first start. So he finds a crab outfit and someone's dancing in the. It's good, man. Good for you, Jameis. I'll cheer for you, man.
Too bad you can't, not throw 26 interceptions.
And who doesn't love to smash white girls when you're in college?
Oh,
you
hey,
can't
hey,
hate him for that. That happened, but
I mean, who doesn't love to smash? Period. Guy or girl. Guy or girl.
Oh,
It's college.
way to bring that, way to bring some solidarity. Way to unify all of our listenings.
That's what I'm here for.
White, black, gay, straight, short,
All of 'em.
tall, all of them. or-
Smash the things into the things.
That's right. Lump it into one. And this ad is brought to you by the Democratic Party.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, you're running for office.
I
Yeah.
don't think I have enough dirt to run.
Oh, you could run Tree Huggerville or Shade Town. You would run
I'm the mayor of
you would
Tree
run
Huggerville.
unopposed. You come out. All right, everybody gets avocados on Wednesdays. And they're organic. They weren't sprayed with anything. They were grown. They were picked by people that were from a different country, and they were welcomed in. We sing songs of come on, man.
So, real quick before we get out of here tonight, Buffalo or Houston? So you think who you got
Buffalo's a favorite by 6.
in Houston?
Buffalo barely covered against Tampa. That over was the easiest bet of the weekend
Oh my
for
God,
me.
it was like 100 million points they scored collectively.
I had it at 43.5.
Oh my
and-
God,
yeah.
that was what it was.
Yeah, it was at 46.
Even
and a
that,
half.
46 with those two teams.
I circled it. We talked about it last week. That was my favorite game on the board.
There's no way
was the
the
over.
Bills weren't going to bounce back after laying an egg in Miami.
And the doofers and the bounce backs,
no, but I mean,
Tampa's
offensively, even if they
defense-
don't win,
right?
that offense has been putting up points, and then they don't for the first time. Like they're going to put points up again.
And then it was a track meet. It was just they went back and forth.
Yeah.
It was a fun game to watch. It was a fun
I
game
coulda
to
used
watch.
The Bucks win there. Thanks, Bucks.
I might take Houston this week with my boy David Mills from Stanford.
Yeah, it's the Mills show again, right?
Yeah, Stroud I don't think is going to play this weekend.
It's the Mills show.
It's the Mills show. Nice job. Well done. I'm really proud. Sometimes you just really bring your value
I
up.
get some.
You take it out of the closet, you dust it off, and you're like, look at this thing. I'm like, it ain't right, buddy. You're the man.
I would like Houston to win, but
Well,
I'm gonna take Buffalo.
it's the Buffalo show.
God, I would love to be wrong. I'd love to walk in here.
For a schmeckel, for one schmeckel, you take Houston's money line and you add it with one football game on Saturday, a college game that you like, a dog. By the way, our dogs last week? Okay. There's a reason why we do it, bruh. Stay humble. Stay modest.
I'm sick
Humility.
of watching the Gators for the
That was
sixth
disappointing.
time this year, winning the game, and go, you know what?
They had a chance to win. DJ channeled his inner Josh Allen and threw a jackass pass. They were down 5. They had the ball. They could have won that game.
He's
They could have won
unsalvageable.
that game, and he threw that ridiculous pass.
He'll never be.
What are you
he'll Never
doing?
be a pro.
No, sir.
He can't make.
No, sir.
that's back-to-back quarterbacks that we've had as Gators that are athletically just like, you know what I mean, like gifts
Sure.
from God, and then but they make just like what are you
You
doing?
are absolutely right. Richardson did the same thing.
Same. He
You
looked
beg him,
like
don't
him.
throw it, don't throw it, don't
Like,
throw it.
what are you doing? I'm gonna spin around like a ballerina and heave it. Like no.
And he flicks his wrist and he throws it 70 yards. So
Yeah.
you're enamored with the ability, but the poor choice, the Brett Favre, Jameis Winston, if you don't stop throwing the interceptions, you will not throw a football. You're going to lose your job.
Yeah.
And, man, Allen did it. It is the Josh Allen show today. He did that his first year, his second year. And like, look, man, you got to stop.
I was convinced that he was never going to be able to stop doing that. I
and
remember
then it
we
stopped.
talked about
Cut
that.
it in half the next year.
I
Last
never-
year,
Yeah, he looked, yeah, exactly. But no,
Yeah.
for the first few years, I was like,
because he can't help himself. He's like, I got this in my bag.
it's like,
Ball.
But you don't.
Ball. And then they're running the other way with it. And you're
Ball.
like, oh. I like,
All right, so you're going to go Houston. I'll go Buffalo.
yeah, MFB will go. I'm sure he'll probably cheer for Buffalo. He's like, I took Buffalo. In fact, in the line today, he did take Buffalo. He thinks Buffalo's going to bounce back.
Okay, there you go.
But that Houston defense is legit.
That division's all kinds of wonky, too, for Houston. Like, all of a sudden, Jacksonville they might be the most Jekyll and Hyde team of anybody in football.
Yeah. They're so bad at being good.
It's really weird, right?
I mean, they look bad. You don't want to pick them ever, but they're good enough to win every single week, and they win a lot.
No, they beat
That
the
defense.
Chargers 35-6.
The defense,
What?
real quietly, that defense is good. Look at the points that they've given up in the last 4 weeks. If you had that, we're talking about Jacksonville.
Two out of the last 5 games.
We'll
they've
close
given
with
up
Jacksonville.
12, 7.
So last week, how many? It was 35
week-
to 10.
It was 35-6.
They gave up 6 points last week.
But then the week before, they lost 36-29.
So they gave up 29 the week before that.
They gave up 36.
They gave up
'Cause they
6.
lost.
They gave up 6 last week to the Chargers.
Right, and then 36.
And then they gave up 36. Oh, that sucks. And then the game before that.
29 to the Raiders.
Ooh, that sucks too.
But then they only gave up 7 to. Oh no, I read that backwards. Never mind. Yeah, no, they've only been good last week. They gave up 35 to the Rams and 20 to the Seahawks.
Okay. 20 to the Seahawks.
That's not bad. for the
Seahawks are pretty good. I just say that Jacksonville they are underrated. I mean,
No, they win by 15.
it's
lose
not
by
glossy.
4.
It's not sexy.
No, hey, they're smack in the middle of the playoffs right now.
They sure are. I'm taking a dark horse.
Oh, they've got 2 games against the Colts left, and 2 games against the Titans.
That
So there's-
defense tightens up, and if Trevor can not make mistakes, all he's got is a brand new Jacoby Myers and
He's
Parker
not a great
Washington.
quarterback though.
Oh, he has
He's
beautiful hair.
long-haired Tua.
Yeah. His nose is a billboard. If he looks sideways on his nose, you can read this space for rent. It's.
That might be it right there, folks.
That's
that might
it.
be the one.
I want to thank you for coming out this week. I look forward to seeing you on Saturday morning. All you Humbleites, good luck with MAC action tonight and this week. I'm glad you did not take Akron last night. I'd rather do taxes. I'd rather give back-to-back foot rubs to you and Mark than to watch Akron play one more game. Sweet Jesus on the cross. Thanks, man. I'm gay.